Nima. Thank you for agreeing to do this with me.
Thank you for inviting
Um,
me.
I've known you through a student,
Yeah, mutual
mm,
student, met good.
mutual student. I am a fan of your introduction videos. Do you know?
I changed it. Yeah, but thank you.
All
Thank you
right.
so
So
much.
before Native Camp, I want to know first, what first brought you to online teaching?
Money.
Mm,
That
mm-hmm,
was the only reason. During the coronavirus pandemic, when
mm,
pandemic started, I used to be unemployed for about for over 3 months,
mm,
and I was thinking about what works, what jobs can I do online. I did some research, and unfortunately, my only talent was speaking English. And there were a few opportunities like transcripting or transparenting and translating and teaching. I applied for about 300 companies, and all of them they rejected me or ignored me. And Native Cow was the only company who took me.
mm. But what was your first impression of Native Camp?
I was happy because I could earn money after 3 months unemployment during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm,
And my first impression was I was happy.
mm-hmm,
But another thing is that Native Camp was very simple to work with. It was a simple platform, especially 6 years ago when I started, 2021.
mm-hmm,
It was much more simple than today.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right. That's why when I asked you, when I invited you and you have been so honest with me, of what to
Hmm.
expect, I got
Yeah.
curious because so you have been here 6 years.
Yeah, over 6 years. I think I joined 2020 or 2021. I'm not sure.
Hmm. Okay, so you are a good resource person. What
Yeah.
changed?
In Native Camp, everything
Mhm.
changed. Everything.
Positively or negatively?
All of them negatively. Besides the tutor rank.
Mm-hmm.
The only positive change was tutor rank. Every other thing, especially for teachers, it was negative. But for students, it was positive. I think the most negative thing was that they used to send the payment, our salaries, teachers' salaries, directly to our bank account. But
Mm-hmm.
then they added Pioneer, which was a little troublesome to
Mm-hmm.
sign up in Pioneer.
Mm-hmm.
And the website added so many more features. The other, I think, another negative thing was that in the past we could, after each lesson was over, we could see that the student gave us which rating.
Ah,
Yeah,
you
it
mean
was
you can see
possible.
who's student?
Yeah, so the
Oh.
rating was getting updated every lesson. The total
Mm-hmm.
rating was getting updated every lesson, but then they did it for every Monday, once a week.
Mm-hmm. That's
They
true.
changed it.
That's
Yeah, so
true.
many things changed. Yeah.
Okay. So I want to know now that there were so many changes in Native Camp. Let's talk about the platform first.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, as you said, they added so many features,
Yeah.
right? What can you say? Because now I'm not sure if you're doing part time in Native Camp now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you know about the refresh button.
Yeah, they added it. I don't know. But it's wrong.
Mm. You couldn't
Sometimes,
you couldn't press that now.
no, no, I can press it, but the company it keeps sending me messages that do not refresh the browser, instead use the
That's right.
refresh button. But
Mm.
sometimes Native Camp has some glitches that with the refresh button, you cannot fix that glitch. You have to refresh your browser, or you have to ask a student to leave the platform and come back again. So technically,
Precisely.
yeah, it doesn't work.
I agree. Right?
Yeah,
They want us to press the reconnect button, but usually that reconnect button isn't available,
yeah, not
right?
available or not working. Yes,
I think so.
yeah.
Do you also experience audio problem, freezing, lags?
Uh, no, no. Luckily, very few times.
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, there are some glitches in native camp. It's not only for me or you, it's for
Mm-hmm.
everyone,
Mm-hmm.
like the students as well. They
Mm-hmm.
have some, like they join the class, but they cannot, they cannot see the teacher, so they have to exit the class and return back again. There are some glitches like this, but um, maybe twice a month, 3 times a month it happened. Yeah.
Okay. So I mentioned earlier that I always see you in the ranking before.
Yeah,
There
thank
was a
you.
time
I
that
always
you're
see
number
you too.
one. I try my best. But the only secret is lesson time, right?
You mean the schedule?
I mean, yeah, we have to put a lot of hours,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right?
Yes,
Of
yes.
course, the rating matters,
It's a
but
Japanese system.
I think so, right?
Yeah.
So, having said that, what do you feel about that when you hit number one? That's not a few times, but I've seen you.
Yeah.
So you're hard to miss. You're there. So,
Okay, thank you.
mm,
Thank you. I was happy. I was not competing for the ranking. I mean,
mm,
the only important thing for me is the money. I don't care whether I'm number one or number thousand. I don't
mm,
care. I don't care if I am a good quality, high quality teacher, or I'm
mm,
a very bad quality teacher. The only thing that I care is money. So whether the students want to give me a 1 star or 5 star, I don't care. As long as I can earn good money, I feel
okay.
happy.
But
But yeah,
as you said, you don't care if the student will give you 1 star or 5 star, but rating, our life depends on rating. Mm,
for the beginner teachers especially, of
mm,
course they need to be actors. So I like until 2 or 3 years ago, I was always acting in front of the camera to satisfy the students, so that they give me like fake smiles. You're very good. Your English is good. I like you. Some things like that. But when you become like a more popular teacher and you have your own regular students, you don't need any other new students to join your classes.
mm,
Um, so since 3 years ago, I guess, I only and only take regular student classes. I accept no new student.
mhm,
So I don't care whether. So if the student comes to my class and it's he or she is a new one, sometimes
mm,
they get curious, like booking Nemo's classes for the first time, and
mm,
they get curious. They come to my class and they
mm,
give me, for example, a 4 star, 3 star rating. But I
mm,
don't care because even if my total rating is not 5, I still can have my regular students.
mm.
Yeah.
And
So
I
it's not
think
important for me.
for quite a while, it's good, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't necessarily get sudden classes that, you do not know what to expect.
I recommend. Sudden classes is a waste of time, to be honest. I don't know about Philippines, but in my country,
Mm.
$1.50 per uh, each class is nothing. I mean,
Same,
you cannot even buy a cup of tea with that
right?
money. So sudden classes are a waste of time. But it would be like very risky. If you're a 5 star teacher already and you get a standby for sudden classes, and a crazy student pops up and gives you a 1 star rating, and that would be very difficult for you to cover that 1 star rating again.
Hmm.
So yeah, I don't recommend the sudden classes to anyone.
But other teachers, they do not have a choice.
They have choice. They can sign up for other companies
Mm.
with better
Okay, we'll
payments.
get
I
we'll
know
get
that.
to
I
that
know.
later. Mm.
Okay.
Right, because you mentioned that to me, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I want to ask you about sudden classes. When you started 6 years ago, is Native Camp offering both sudden and book classes during
yeah,
that time?
yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Okay.
But I used to take like mostly Southern classes that time. I'm
Mm.
talking about 2020, 2021. That
Mm-hmm.
time I can remember I used to earn that time the payment was monthly. It was not
Mm.
each 2 weeks. I used to earn something about, I was working like 4 or 5 hours a day and 600, $500, $600 per month.
Mm-hmm.
Only did Southern classes. And that time
Mm-hmm.
I had a girlfriend, I was in a relationship, and I could buy everything with that money for myself, for my ex-girlfriend. I could
Mm-hmm.
travel in Turkey, not to other countries, but in my own country, I could travel a lot. I could
Mm-hmm.
buy brand clothes, for example, with that money. So
Mm-hmm.
in that time, Southern classes were they were like affordable. They were good, reasonable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but nowadays it doesn't.
What do you think changed? Why now we have a slow student traffic, especially with sudden classes?
Yeah.
What do you think
The,
happened?
oh, inflation. I think in Japan, inflation is the reason that many people they don't want to spend their money on learning something new. So they pay, I think, something about $60 or $70 monthly to native
Mm-hmm.
camp.
Mm-hmm.
If people have enough money in their pockets, they try to buy the membership. But if they don't, if then people get poorer and poorer every day, they try to um, eliminate some of their expenses. I think that
Mm-hmm.
in Japan, the economy is not good,
Mm-hmm.
especially after the Russia-Ukraine war.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the bad economy, some students um, they are cutting off their expenses on native camp learning languages.
Mm-hmm. How about the number of teachers?
The number
Don't you
of
think we are too much? The number of teachers?
I think, yeah, we are too much. I don't know. It's native camp policy. I don't know why they're taking so much, so many, you know, yeah, native camp doesn't have very strict protocols in accepting teachers, hiring
Mm-hmm.
teachers. Other companies, they are much more strict. They ask for university degree. At least you need to show them a bachelor's degree or something.
Mm-hmm.
Native camp doesn't ask teachers any certifications,
Exactly.
and that for registration they have like a bunch of questions you can ask ChatGPT AI to answer those
To
questions.
answer for you.
And yeah, the interview is very simple. So yeah, I don't know why they don't filter the teachers, but I think this is beneficial, financially beneficial for the company.
I think so. And I think that's
Yeah.
the reason, okay, this is my opinion, but I think that's the reason why we are disposable,
Yes. Yeah.
right?
Probably. Yeah.
Mm. Because it's
Probably.
like a trial and error for them. Like they hire someone, they see if that someone would work. Then if that someone would be a gold for them,
Yeah.
then that works, right?
Yeah.
But have you heard about the mass deactivation and termination that's happening
No.
recently?
Recently,
Oh,
no. Recently,
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't been active. We have
Okay,
termination or deactivation.
a lot.
Yeah, that's not a
Because
big deal. If any
mm,
teacher faces a termination or deactivation, they can make a new email address and they can register again. So don't worry about
but
it.
they will deactivate you again.
Oh, you can change your face. Like if you have a beard, you can grow. If you can shave your beard. If you don't have
Mm.
glasses, you can wear fake glasses. They don't notify you. So you
You
can turn
know,
back after a couple of months. Usually the native campus staff changes like monthly or weekly. So the person who interviews you today probably doesn't interview, the same person doesn't interview you
won't remember
two
you,
months. They won't
right?
remember you. So if you change your IP address with a VPN, and if you change your time zone, you can, and email address and name or nickname, then you can
Mm.
join again. So it's not a big deal.
You reminded me of one teacher when I think this was 2024 because I used to check again every day. I want to check the my rating if I receive a bomb or something. And then I noticed one female teacher,
Uh-huh.
and I won't say the country though, but you are right. Like at first,
Yeah.
because one of my students became her student, and the
Uh-huh.
student told me that whenever she's listening with daily news audio, that teacher will turn off her camera, and then maybe she accidentally turned on the camera, and the boyfriend was with her, you know. So
Okay.
start. So she received a lot of low ratings. And of
Yeah.
course, if there's a low rating, then definitely it would be difficult for you to get students. So I think also Native Camp deactivated her or something. I'm not sure. But then after maybe few months, I saw someone like a very familiar face, but her hair is no longer
Yeah.
her hair is now tied up, and
Okay.
she made her eyebrows thicker,
Secure. Yeah.
and she got in.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
You can do that. So it's online business. It's online system. You can cheat easily.
I asked you earlier, but you mentioned you wouldn't recommend Native Camp, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned that to me. Why?
Because of the money, the payment, for the teachers. Of course, it is good for me or for you, because if Native Camp pays, if Native Camp wants to increase the salaries, um, so in that case, they won't earn lots of money themselves. So they have to probably fire some teachers, or maybe, for me and you, I think it's a good chance because we are top teachers. We are already there are already lots of the students waiting to take our classes. So it's not our problem, the $3 per hour. But for the beginner teachers who just want to start native camp, $3 per hour is nothing, I guess. It's like a crime. It's like a slavery. $3. I don't know. It depends which country the teacher is living in. Like in my
Mm,
country, Turkey, $3 per hour is nothing. If the teacher is from America or I don't know, Australia, I think they get a little bit higher, probably
mm,
$6 per hour,
mhm,
I think for
mhm,
sudden classes. But again, it's nothing. If they go in working in a cafe, they get more.
mhm,
But yeah, they can have other options. I think nowadays we have ChatGPT and we have internet. You can do a little research on ChatGPT or Gemini or any other applications to ask them about the good companies for English for teaching English. And
mhm,
Native Can won't be on their list.
mhm.
If you search in English teaching platforms on Google, Gemini, ChatGPT, YouTube, anywhere, Native Camp is not on the list.
They
So
say we are number one.
no, 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 we are not. Cambly, Priply,
Airplane.
these are especially Cambly is very famous around the world. Priply is very
Mm,
famous. There are some
mm,
Chinese companies. They have double payment. Um, rather than Native Camp. Native Camp, DMM, these Filipino bases companies, they pay very few amount of money.
mhm. I agree. Okay. So now you mentioned that you are doing Native Camp part-time,
Personally.
right? But I want to know, I mean, what's keeping you to stay in Native Camp? I
Money.
mean, you. Mm,
It's always
mm,
money. Yeah.
mm-hmm. But
If
how
if
about
I
your
if I have enough
students?
money, I disappear suddenly. My students already know that.
Mm,
They are my
uh-huh.
regular students. They know that if I have enough money, I would disappear all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm,
And yeah, there are like above 15,000 teachers in native camp. So if my
mm-hmm,
student loses me, he or she can take you or other teachers' classes. So not a big deal.
mm-hmm. Mm. So you're not emotional anymore about respect from the management or difficulty using the platform. So that
Not a-
those things don't matter to you anymore.
not anymore. Like since if you are a beginner teacher, you need to act, you need to be polite in front of the staff, in front of the students. You need to level up yourself, become a top teacher, become a popular teacher. But in the day that you become a top teacher in native camp, then you can be yourself.
I think. Okay. But let's talk about something that Native Camp gave you. Okay, in the
Uh-huh.
past. So you
Mm.
said that money is good and you mentioned that you can buy something, but have you ever bought something big, like maybe a laptop or anything, something big that
Yeah,
because of Native Camp?
native camp is my main job. always. It was my main job.
Mm,
I didn't have any other side jobs,
mm,
never.
mhm,
So everything that I have, like my cell phone, my laptops, yeah, two laptops, I three actually, three laptops I got. Everything that I got was with Native Camp, but any other company would give you the same things or maybe more. So
mhm,
I'm working. So I think that if I was working in like, I think that Native Camp gives me less than I deserve. Not only for me, for everyone else. It is
mhm,
giving money, of course, yeah. But
mhm,
I think that it's like the minimum money they can give. It's the minimum amount of money. Like if your
mhm,
tutor rank is like G16,
mm,
at the highest tutor rank, you get like three and a half dollars, less than $3.50 per lesson.
mhm,
It would be like
mm,
$7 per hour, which
mhm,
is a very, very small amount of money, especially
mhm,
for a professional job like teaching English.
mhm,
It's a very
mhm,
small amount of money, but there is a trick about elite teachers. I think you already know. Native Camp doesn't want clarification about elite teachers. I think they don't give elite badge recently and not anymore. But
mhm,
in the past, they used to give the elite badge to very few teachers that like hardworking top teachers. Those
mhm.
elite teachers would receive $104 monthly
That's
as a
true.
bonus. Yeah. So
If
in
you
that
work
case, yeah,
5,000 minutes,
if you work with something like, yeah, 5,000
5,000,
minutes, it's
right?
easy. For
Minutes.
if you're a
Mm,
top teacher, it's easy. Like if you have like 4 or 5 reservation classes a day,
mhm,
it pays you $104 monthly, and it's not a bad thing. It's a good
mm,
bonus.
mhm.
Um, if you have 2, 3 accounts, you can make all of them elite, and then you can have like $300. So
Really?
I'm I'm
Oh,
I'm living with my brother actually. We're two
mm.
brothers.
I
She's also
know.
he's also a native camp teacher. So he's not an elite
Cyrus,
teacher
right?
yet. Yeah, Cyrus. He's not an
Mm,
elite teacher yet, but if he becomes an elite teacher, it would be like $100 for me bonus, $100 for him bonus. So yeah,
mm.
that's
You have
good.
to say that you're a good brother. You know, I because you're an elite teacher, I can see that you feature him sometimes,
Yes, yes,
right?
yes,
Before.
yes,
Hmm.
yes.
Right. Mm.
So, my question from you is that, as you mentioned, I became like the top one, maybe very few times, once or twice, but you are top one, two, three most of the days, most of the times. And I've checked not only you, so many other teachers too, mostly Filipino teachers. So I wonder how you guys work over 12 hours or sometimes 3 hours a day. I think you're a mother too, right? You have kids?
Yeah, 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 I am.
How many?
Mm. Two,
Two kids. How
two
old are they?
kids. They are 13 and 10.
Teenagers. Yeah, almost independent.
Mm.
And you're married, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, how do you
Happily
manage
married.
happily
Mm.
married? Yeah,
Mm.
congratulations. Good. I'm happy. So, how do you manage to do that like 12 hours or more every single day, even the weekends?
Mhm. When I started 2023, I was doing maybe 15 hours. So now
Wow,
the
that's
12 now the 12 hours is easier for me,
yes.
you know. Yeah, but
Mm,
the reason why I mentioned about the happily married, because that's important. You
yeah.
cannot just be married and do this job, but you have to be happy. You have to be happily married because I have a very supportive husband. That's why I
Yeah,
can
but
do
but
this.
yeah, but you, I mean, no, I mean you and other teachers as well, you take continuous lessons sometimes without a break. I cannot do that. When I was a top teacher, I used to take like, for example, like 20 classes or 24 classes a day, and I used
Mm,
to separate my schedule to two parts, like 5 hours, 5 hours, six
mm-hmm,
hours, and 6 hours break, and another 6 hours. I couldn't work continuous
mm,
10 or 12 hours. It was impossible for me. I needed a like
mm-hmm.
5 or 6 hours break.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how do you do that? I mean, going to the bathroom sometimes, or I don't know, having some food sometimes,
Mm,
because
right.
there are only 4 minutes break between the classes.
5. Yeah.
Four, actually, not five. It's
Yeah.
the classes are
Mm.
26 minutes. Yeah,
Kidding
yeah.
aside, but I used to work in the airport before. I used to
Mm,
work at the airport, and at the airport, I'm lucky if I have 2 minute break. And
wow.
then when it's peak season, then
Hmm.
it's busier.
Yeah.
So I didn't have a problem when it comes to energy as long as
Yeah.
I want what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's
I think your
important for
battery
me.
is nuclear. My battery is like old-fashioned traditional battery. Battery is
No, but
like these
you know,
ones. I'm this. You're nuclear. Good
what
job.
to say?
Good job.
Um,
Have you?
2025, I
Uh-huh.
took a break.
Mm,
Mm.
yeah. Good. Yeah. Sometimes we need. I wonder, like there's a teacher, Stefan, a
Yeah,
Canadian teacher.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and he didn't change his profile picture for the last 7 years. When I joined Native Camp, the first day I realized that he's teacher number one, and every single month he was teacher number one. I think recently he's not working that much, but before he was working so hard. I was wondering like, hey, dude, don't you want to go to Christmas party or I don't know, New Year's holiday or I don't know, you never get sick like a toothache or something. You want to go to the hospital for one day. It's like
Mm.
it's like a machine, a robot working. That was like very mysterious for me, but at the same time very admiring.
Right.
That is really, yeah,
Mm.
I cannot do that. So
Right.
have you ever thought about changing your job? Some easier job,
Well,
something?
the reason why I love this because my kids are doing homeschool.
Uh-huh.
They are studying in Australia, but we are in the Philippines
Yeah, yeah.
because in the future we will go there. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why they are attending school online.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted a work from home job.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried with Preply and Cambly before.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I got in, but they do not have materials.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the difference. With
Yeah, you
Native
have
Camp,
to.
they have the materials already.
Yes.
And this is my first online job when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
teaching.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I took this. But
Mm-hmm.
with your question, well, my husband is working, and when I started, I had no expectation or whatsoever. But as you said, if you are there, like if you are part of the ranking, I think, the money is good.
The money is good, yeah. So if you
Mm.
go to Australia, I hope you go it as soon as possible. And if you finally go there, do you continue this job or you?
I would,
Oh, really? So you
because
like it?
I like it.
Mm.
As I mentioned, I cannot do the long hours if I do not like the job.
Yeah,
That's important to me.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
It's like me. I won't do it because I don't like it.
We cannot fake it. We
We
cannot
cannot
fake
fake
our
it. Yes.
energy.
Yes,
We cannot fake our
exactly.
energy. We have to like
Exactly.
it. But
Yeah.
here, even if I have a lot of grievances about the platform, about how we are treated, but I love the students. Well, some
Yeah.
of them, but I love the students, especially if you build connection. It's a community.
Yeah. This is something I always escape from.
Mm.
Making connection because making connection means responsibility. And I hate having responsibility. I want to be free. So yeah, this is something I cannot do that. Being a teacher is really difficult for me. And for my brother, unfortunately, it's even more difficult to be honest, because he's an introverted person and
Mm.
he hates talking to people, especially like even with me. And talking like native camp is not talking to people. Native camp is talking to people for at least 26 minutes. I mean,
Mm.
if you're, for example, if you're a salesperson in a shop, the customer comes and talk to you for maybe a couple of minutes and then they go. But in
Mhm.
native camp, you keep talking to the student 26 minutes.
Mm.
And
That's true.
for my brother, it's like a nightmare, this job.
Mm. That's true. But
Yeah. So
it
if
depends on who you are talking to,
yeah,
right? Mm.
even no, even if I talk with my fiance, my girlfriend, anyone, Jennifer
Oh,
Lopez.
right. Mm-mm. Are you, how to say, are you engaged at
No,
the
no,
moment?
no, no, I'm
Mm.
not. I'm single.
That's hard to believe.
Um, yeah, it's hard to believe. I had a very good relationship uh with a girl for about 3 years. And
Mm-hmm.
she was also a native camp teacher. My regular students, they know actually our mutual students also know her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was also a teacher in native camp. She was living in the same city. We were in a relationship for 3 years, but
Mm-hmm.
after we broke up, I didn't start a new relationship yet. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, she was a good one. She quit native camp. She doesn't teach in native camp anymore, but I hope she finds a better job.
Mm. But how's the state of your heart now? Are you single? Are you currently in a relationship? Stop me if I'm getting too personal. Okay.
No, I'm dating actually. I'm
Mm,
dating.
mm,
I don't know how does it end up. Um, yeah, as I told you, I escaped from responsibility in native camp. I escaped from responsibility in real life too. So I prefer not to be responsible about my cats or dogs and about my girlfriends. So I
mm,
usually don't start a serious relationship. Sometimes I start like a simple boyfriend girlfriend open relationships.
mhm.
Yeah.
So doing native camp part time, how many lessons do you accommodate in a day?
As much as they book, I
Mm,
open my slots about 5 or 6 hours. I open them for the next 1 or 2 days only, not for the whole week. And then as much as they book, if four students book me, I take four classes. If nobody books me, I take no classes. So I never take sudden classes.
mhm.
It's like
Right.
an insult for me, sudden classes.
No, but for some, it's gold, right? You will talk to new teachers. You think that there's a chance for them to still be successful in native camp
They
because
can
you
try.
know. Mm-hmm,
People they have different opinions, different personalities. Something
mm-hmm,
that I enjoyed the most, another person doesn't enjoy at all.
mm-hmm,
So my recommendation, many we have a group on Telegram. It's a social media app.
mm-hmm,
All Turkish people, all native camp Turkish people. Actually,
mm-hmm,
I left it recently, but I used to be the admin of that group. And
mm-hmm,
so many new teachers, Turkish teachers, same
mm-hmm,
nationality, they used to join the group and ask for the company. And
mm-hmm,
some things are general, like the payment is general. Like as you said,
mm-hmm,
the textbooks are ready. This is something general. You don't need to um, prepare a lesson plan. You just turn on your computer, sit down, and
mm-hmm,
start working, and stand up and you don't need to do any work before the lesson or after the lesson. These are the general things. The payments are through Pioneer, and Pioneer has like a commission. The um, how successful the teacher can be is based on the ratings receiving from the students. These are the general things, but after the teacher understand the general things, then they can try. They can try native camp. If they liked it, after 1 or 2 weeks, they can continue. But if they
mm-hmm,
didn't like it, my recommendation is that if you didn't like it, don't continue. Because if you
mm-hmm,
continue, you get addicted to it. And when you get addicted to it, you lose your chance for applying for other companies.
mm-hmm,
So, yeah,
mm-hmm.
this is my advice.
For Turkish
Um,
teachers, I want to know, do you have free tag, 1 week free tag when you're a new teacher?
I'm not sure.
Mm,
I think, yeah, I think
mm,
1 week free tag or half
mm.
price. I don't know. I think it's
All
free.
right.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I think that's the secret for new
Yeah.
teachers.
For new
They
teachers,
have
yes.
to perform well during that time. They have to
Yeah.
open
Yeah.
slots, everything, and then
Yeah.
they have to give their all during the 1 week free tag.
Yeah. This
You
is
know,
this is a Japanese company, and Japanese companies
mm,
always promote effort and physical effort. So in native Canada, there is nothing like between whether you are very, very failure or you are
yeah,
very,
I'm
very
still there.
successful. There is nothing between here. I mean, if you work regularly and on regular schedule and no cancellations having
Yes.
both sudden classes
Mm-hmm.
and reservation classes. Then after a couple of months, you can become a top teacher, and then you can earn a lot of money. Like I used to earn at my highest point, I used to earn something about $2,000 a month, like $1,000 per cutoff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but or you earn very small money. So there's nothing in between.
Mm-hmm.
If you work hard, like some teachers, they say it's a flexible company, so we open the schedule today, we close the schedule tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Like one day
Right.
working, one day not working. In that case, it
Right.
doesn't work for you. You have
Mm-hmm.
to stick to the schedule, at least, especially if you're a beginner teacher,
Mm-hmm.
you have to be serious about what you're doing. In my
Right.
case, I needed money, so I had to be serious.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're already like if you're curious, you want to try native camp as a curiosity, you're wasting your time. If you already have money or if you have already a second job,
Mm.
it would be like you can try, but it would be a waste of time.
I
Yeah.
have a different perspective about that because I think if you are here for the money when you start native
Mm.
camp, this time it's difficult.
This time it's difficult.
It's
Yes.
difficult.
Yes.
So it's either if you want to try that you might be successful, this should not be your main income if you want.
Native camp.
But the
Mm.
right, but the problem is with native camp, it also it requires your time,
Yeah, it requires, as I said, yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
it's contradicting because you cannot rely on the income
Yeah.
because you have to establish your reputation, establish many things first, right?
Yes.
And then hope to be successful, and then you can earn. But
Yes.
yeah, so it's not. I'm not sure. Maybe it's not a good time, as you said, because of the time now. The times now,
Yeah.
inflation,
Yeah.
um,
Mm.
too many teachers.
Too many teachers, not enough students. Yeah.
Mm,
In the past, even when I was like, my rating was 4.95, even when I was
mm,
getting a standby, a new student pops to my class after a few seconds.
mm.
But nowadays, no. Nowadays, even if you're a five teacher, you get standby for a sudden lesson. It takes like a few minutes.
Right, right. I
Yeah.
think so. I think so.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nima, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That was a
N-
pleasure.
Right.
You're really a native camp teacher.
I am a native
Yes.
camp teacher,
Yes.
right?
Yes. I wish that someday, one day, you become a native camp staff, and then you can take care of me. Yeah.
Uh that's they won't take me in because they
Yeah.
know I'm so noisy when it comes to, you know, grievances. I always call them out.
What do you mean, noisy?
Uh, they banned me in open space. Do you know that?
Oh, no. They banned me of putting a story on the app. I cannot add the
Why?
stories.
Whoa.
I criticized native camp in a couple of my stories before, so they
Oh.
took the story patch from me. So,
For the record, I did not criticize them, but I just made a point, okay? But I put number one, rating concerns. Number two, cancellation concerns. Number three, so
oh
one, two,
yeah.
three, four, five. But for them, it's a repeated post. So they
Okay.
banned me. Mary, that's repeated post. I said, no, no, it's not the same thing. There's number one, two, three, four, five because of the character limitation. Come on, but they banned me. But
So
it's okay.
everything you wanna write in the open space, you can write it for me. I will put it in open space. They cannot stop us. I mean, there's always some way to cheat. So don't worry.
Right. There's a workaround, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the reason why I have this panel now,
Yeah.
because, I want to be honest. I want to reach them. Actually, I wrote them today.
Oh,
I wrote them and I invited them. I said, hi, I started a YouTube channel.
I
Would you
think they will
like?
join.
I hope so.
Yeah. I
Because
think they accept.
honestly, okay, I think we are different. Of course, I work for the money, but I also love Native Camp. Okay,
Mm.
because of the student, and I love the company. I wouldn't stay here if I don't. But they made the admin human inquiry. They turned it into an AI support now.
Yeah. Yeah.
but no one can get through it.
Yeah.
And there are many problems. So where are they? So today I did this a very crazy thing. I wrote them a letter and I invited them. Maybe, maybe it won't work, but maybe it would. So I hope.
Yeah. I think that I wish your channel gets lots of viewers, becomes successful. It can be beneficial for native camp company, for teachers, for students, and at the same time, financially, it can be a good side job for you. I really work it. I hope it works. I'm honored to be a part of it.
To be honest about that financial aspect, before I used to help some teachers, some Filipino teachers. When I hit number one, remember when we are number one in rating or lesson time, we get bonus,
Yeah.
right? So I donate half of that.
Wow.
It's either rating or cancellation. I divide it into Filipino teachers whom I think needs the help. Okay,
Wow.
I message them in our Facebook group. I give them a little something, or I give someone headset, or I give someone, So, but now, um, I am still receiving messages asking for help. But because of the Middle East problem, I have to
Yeah.
be smart. Of course, I have to prioritize my family, so I couldn't
Mm,
help easily now because of the situation. But the reason why I started this because, well, maybe if it would, it depends on the direction. I'm not expecting anything, but if it would go to that direction, I am willing to help a lot of people,
I hope.
especially teachers.
I hope so. Yeah. I think you can do
Mm.
that. Why not? Your
Right?
battery is nuclear. So
Say
you can
nuclear,
do that.
Trump will hate me. Right?
Yeah, yeah, you can do that. If you need help, for editing or something, I have a little bit experience, but my fees are high. So for video editing,
Actually, that
yeah,
is what I want to say. You have great videos,
yes, thank you.
and I really think I told our mutual student before, Nima and his brother's introduction video,
Mm.
they were so good.
We had a
So you have
studio
that.
actually. Yeah, we had a
Mm,
studio in the living room for a short time
mm,
when we used to.
mhm,
I wanted to apply for many other companies. I had
mm,
to prepare introduction videos for them too. So I
mm,
told myself, let's make a new introduction video for Native Camp as well. I
mm,
made like a few introduction videos. Finally, Native Camp asked me to change it because it was horizontal. They wanted to change it to a vertical.
mm.
I had to change it. But yeah, I can do editing.
My videos are very mature.
No, it's okay.
You
It's
know.
fine. Little by
Mm.
little, little by
Right,
little.
right,
You
right.
can do
But
that.
my point is the content, you know, because as I mentioned, Native Camp knows me as
Yeah.
someone who is very vocal. So I know if even this channel is very small, I know they're watching this because what will I say next, And
Yes.
then, so
Yes.
that's why I work hard.
If I were you, I would try to be like a faking, I like acting as a humble person to always advertise Native Camp and promote Native Camp. And then after my channel had lots of such subscribers, yeah, about above thousands of subscribers, then I would become ambition and I would tell Native Camp that, hey, give me that open space badge again, or if I won't promote you in my YouTube channel anymore.
No, no,
They
no. The open space badges for them. My life became peaceful
it's
when
real.
I lost it.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Sometimes
Mm.
it's better. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But mm. Anyway, Nima,
it's good.
again, thank you very much, and all the
Thank
best
you.
to you too.
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you. Me too. Yeah, take care of
Mm.
yourself. Thank you for this conversation,
Thank you,
and
Nima,
I
and
wish you
keep in
luck and
touch. Okay.
success.
You
Of
too.
course.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
take care.
Thank you for watching. I know not everyone will agree with everything shared tonight, but maybe that's what makes honest conversations important. Behind every online teacher is a real human being, top teacher or not. With responsibilities, pressures, dreams, and realities, people don't always see behind the screen. Some teach because they love teaching, some teach because they need to survive, and many quietly carry both at the same time. My hope for Teacher Mary Connects is not to create negativity, but to create understanding. Because when people feel heard, real conversations begin. Thank you to Teacher Nima for choosing honesty and authenticity in this episode. And thank you to everyone watching, listening, and supporting these stories. This is Teacher Mary Connects. Real people, real stories, real online connection.